Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is LeSquatch and welcome back to the modded full stack server. So I've been meaning to say for the longest time, thank you to Fenno for for giving me this red flower. Oh, you're loud. As our creatures turn you down a little bit. So this is a red something. This one, red orchid. And if you plant on redstone ore and right click it, it gives you redstone, and it gives you, sometimes that gives you extra red orchid plants, which you can then plant down for more. And this does work with Torturino, it does work with the mechanical user, so that would be really good for a redstone farm. And in fact I have been using it, so if we search for red orchids, I already have 4 extra ones, and 4 extra redstone ore. That's a nice coincidence. So, since the last episode I have left this spawner running, partially because I forgot to turn it off, but also no, completely because I forgot to turn it off. Luckily, the systems are keeping up. So I've got this quantum storage here. It's got almost 21,000 rotten flesh in it. And this nether ward's got 1.2k. So that's keeping up nicely. I built one for the XP, so the solidified XP, so we've got 9,500. But our storage system is slowly filling up because of these damn swords. I can't seem to be able to deal with this in any valid manner. I attempted down here to create an expanded chest. That's why I've got this atomic reconstructor, an expanded crate, so which you need the coal blocks for, but that filled up instantly. And so the only real method of dealing with these things that I've thought of is to either build a smeltery, and smelt them down into gold. So that could go somewhere around here. And to modify the atomic reconstructor to disenchant things. So if we search for disenchant, here, lens of disenchanting. So presumably you stick this on the front of the atomic reconstructor, and what it does is once it hits the item, so you drop an item and a book, and it'll fire the laser, it'll strip one enchantment or the top enchantment from the item onto the book, and if it has 2 enchantments it'll do 2 after the second fire, and add it to the book. So the book can store up to 5 or 6 enchantments, I think. That's a vanilla mechanic. So that could be a very good way of dealing with it. Also, it's been a few days and our void chest filled up, or void miner chest filled up. So I moved some of the stuff up here, and I took out the iron and I'm processing the iron. But just look at how much ore we have now. Loads of diamond, loads of lapis, lead, copper, tin. I'm smelting up the iron, as I said, ardite, loads of cobalt for some weird reason. That seems to be like twice as common as ardite. Some yellowite that could be useful when we get into big reactors at some point. So I did smelt up some seared bricks ahead of time, so let's take all these out. And I'll instead of crafting this all on camera, because you know how a smeltery works, I'll craft that off camera. But, oh, hello. You were a surprise. I've AFK'd here before, and didn't really realise that I could be attacked from this position. Where's this other zombie? I see you on the map. Ha. Die. So I think the smeltery will go here, or perhaps... Oh my god, the zombie invasion. Where are you guys coming from? Right. It probably will go here, actually, and I'll put some machines on the side. That's probably the best place for it. And I'm thinking, like, in the future, when I want to expand the spawner system, I'm thinking of going up to save on the amount of chunks that need loading, because these 2 chunks here will be able to load all the spawners at once. And the only issue I have is now with powering it. This solar panel is pretty awesome. Like, it keeps going during the day. And, yeah, it's allowed us to get almost 700 gold ingots and 21.2 thousand gold nuggets from the zombie pigmen. Oh yeah, and 765 swords. So yeah, that's doing pretty decently. But yeah, I don't want to move this, and I don't think I should expand this way into the forest. 1, because we'll be under that, but also 2, I'd like to have these chunks loaded as much as possible. I know they might cause lag, so I'll try and use these buttons as much as possible. I can't remember if I showed this actually in the last episode, but I've got a RF Tools screen that links to a redstone receiver underneath the spawner, and you can turn it off and on again. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I know that these might cause lag, so I'd like to have the buttons to operate it, but also for it to be chunk loaded if it can be chunk loaded. Also, what do you guys think of the design? So I tried to fiddle with the texture on this side, so I quite like that one, and it's a lot more interesting than this one. It's very plain, so I like the textured one. It's very pretty. Ow. So yeah, I will go and make a smeltery. I'll probably hook up the exporter like immediately, so that we can get rid of all these swords. I don't know if the enchanted swords will work. I'll try and only pull out the golden swords, but maybe only the fully repaired ones will work. So I'll find that out and I'll be right back. Right, so the smeltery is now constructed, and here it is, looking pretty cool. I was playing around with putting a border on the floor, because this kind of looks like an empty abyss, like there's no ending, and there's like a random pillar or something just strewn across the floor. Whereas this gives it a little border, makes the transition a little bit nicer, but I'm not entirely sure about it. I think I'll add the trim. I'm not entirely sure. I think it adds a bit of contrast, but I'll leave it for now. So the smeltery is set up, and I just dug it. I dug it all the way through there and set up the refined storage cables. So I need to, can I get out? I need to find out if I can put the correct swords in here. So let's go empty our inventory, because we're full up of cobblestone now and gravel and stuff. Cool, that'll do. Let's take out a fully repaired sword, a not so repaired sword, and I'll leave the enchanted ones in here for now. I don't think they're the problem at the moment. And let's see if we, first of all, let's see if we can do the not enchanted ones. No, we cannot. Okay, that grey bar means that we can't. Oh, wait, you can even see the swords in there. That's pretty cool. So I now have those stuck in there. So let's see if we can do the full swords. No! Oh, I'm such an idiot. Rah, such an idiot. But now, okay. Now we can finally use the quantum tank full of lava that we have. And let's get a fluid duct, or fluid conduit, I should say. Just need the one. And let's go fly a kite. No. Let's, oh yeah, that's why I didn't have this here. I remember. Oop. So let's get rid of that as well. And put the tank up there. Put the pressurized fluid conduit there. Pick that up. And can we get to the... No, of course not. Let's make sure that this is extract, always active. Good. So this is filling up with lava. Does this now work? No. Well, that kind of screws up my entire plan for this whole thing. Oh dear. So as an alternative to this recycler and the system that we have currently, I've built an IC2 recycler. So I think this is probably going to be the way that I deal with these golden swords. Because if we take a look at the recipes, or the uses for them, we can make zombie pigman charms, which I guess they can be used for charm belts and craft component zombie pigman charm. I think that just helps you not get aggroed. All this golden AIoT is, yeah, that's probably got like 0 durability, yeah. Or you can enchant it and then use it for an enchantment stripper, but we don't really need that. So I think the only real reason to have these swords, or to use these swords, is for scrap. So that's what we're going to do. So where should this go then? Maybe, because we're going to have to power it as well. Maybe we should have it over here for now, just so I don't have to keep running cables everywhere. Right, so after that, after a bit of rambling, I've put the recycler down here with a crate just to store the scrap for now. And I'm about to hook this up, and hopefully this won't blow up in my face. Oh wait, it's not sending power. Right, take number 2. I mean, take number 1, totally, yeah, didn't make a mistake, nope, not at all. I've hooked up the Ender IO cables across, hopefully I'll have more luck with this. So let's try and hook this up and hopefully it won't blow up in our faces again. Not receiving any power. Oh, it doesn't connect. Oh man, I'm having such bad luck with these things. So I appear to have found a way around this. This bad box didn't work, although I might have been putting it in the wrong position. Wait. No, I didn't have any power in it. So that doesn't work, but an advanced energy cube does. So if we plonk that underneath and say output to the top, it has power. So now if we recycle this, do we get anything from that? No. Well, I think not every operation gets a result. So if we put the export bus on the back, I chunk loaded this chunk by the way, and it's just on the boundary. So see at the top right we say wilderness. We step into our factory. My team, yeah. So this should then work. Let's take out the... Stop bouncing. So I'm going to need to find an alternative for these slime shoes. They're getting a bit annoying. Yeah, let's take out that and... Ooh, where's my shovel? There it is. And feed it along to the recycler. And we should start to see some gold swords going in here. And getting scrapped. Yeah. So if we do that and set it to ignore damage, will it pull in enchanted swords? That is my question. I don't really have any way of knowing because it's going to go through all of these first, presumably, before it gets to anything else. Let's take this out. And it's still set to ignore... It didn't change, right? Compare damage, yes, good. Or compare damage, no. And then we put in flea sword. It seems to be okay. If it starts pulling in enchanted stuff, then I'll stop it, but that seems to be good for now. So I had a look at actually how to produce iridium, and it's like the biggest rabbit hole I think I've ever seen. So you need like a replicator, a thermal centrifuge, the matter fabricator, and all sorts of things. Mass fabricator, I should say. So that's probably not going to happen right this moment. And even the Tech Reborn... let's have a look at matter fabricator. Yeah, UU matter. It doesn't actually tell you how to make iridium. Like you can make... I should take that back. You can make iridium ore, but iridium ore doesn't have any uses. You can make small piles of platinum dust, but they don't really get used for anything. So I'm not entirely sure what the whole point of this thing is. Like platinum dust, sure. Oops. We can use platinum dust for make platinum ingots. And it's just the tech tree runs out. So there's no like quantum armor from Tech Reborn. So that's the job for next episode. I think I definitely want to get into it, but I'm going to need to. One sec. Right, so one update and a few crashes later, I've had to take out Optifine because that was causing the crashes. So sadly we've lost our amazing sky, but hopefully we'll get it back very shortly. Oh man, I'm recording at 15 FPS, that's not good. Okay, it's 30 FPS looking this way. Okay, now it's 30 FPS all over. Maybe there's just my computer hiccuping. But anyway, I think now that I've had some lunch and I have a bit more time left, I think I actually will try and get into the Industrial Craft 2 machines. But this is going to be quite tricky anyway, because we need electric motors which require wire cutters and stuff. That we have that. But it also requires a mining laser, which itself requires advanced alloys, which itself requires mixed metal ingots, which itself requires iron plates, copper plates, bronze plates, copper, tin plates, there even. And also advanced circuits and all sorts of crazy stuff. And this requires energium dust, which is cross diamonds, and that's just the one machine. Then we need a mass fabricator, which requires more of the same stuff. And then we need a replicator, which requires loads and loads of teleporter stuff and weird and wacky things. HV transformers, gold cables. And then we need a scanner. This isn't the right order, by the way. This is what we need. Excuse me. So we need a lot of materials. But actually, I think if I just knuckle down and do it, it won't actually take me that long. So I will get going with crafting that, and I'll probably place them... I was intending this area to be mechanism. I think I will still keep it there. I'll put it on this wall, seeing as we have this recycler here, which is doing really, really well. It's eaten through all of the swords, and I can happily announce that it hasn't taken any of the enchanted swords away, so we can still do our disenchanting things. But our thing is filling up quite quickly. I think it's the zombie hearts are actually clogging up the system, because these 4 all have their own quantum storage stuff. So I might hook up one for that, because I've got a spare one, now that I don't need one for the swords. So I will get all that done, and I will be right back. Something very weird is happening to the diamond chisel. It seems to have lost its texture. Still works though. How weird. Right, so first progress update since the last cut. This is about an hour later, and I've just been solidly making these machines. So I now have a compressor up here, making carbon plates and mixed metal ingots and advanced alloys. A metal former here, making steel plates. A thermal centrifuge here, making stone dust, which I needed for CF foam. A solid canning machine, which I needed for CF foam. Extractor, which I'm using the sticky resin to get more rubber. Finally, the mass fabricator, which I've just put down. And let's test this out with some scrap. To see its progress is actually quite fast, but I think it's draining quite a lot of power. Let's put some scrap in. Oh yeah, that's much better. Zipping through. So the CF foam I needed to make hardened stone. So you make some iron scaffolding, make a CF sprayer, make some CF foam, inject the CF foam into the CF sprayer. This has been an absolute nightmare, and I still have the scanner, which is complicated, and I have exactly none of the required items. Okay, wait, what's going on here? I should have... Oh, I'm lagging. I should have had the glass at least, because I made some of... Yeah, I've got some of the way there. So I need the scanner, and I need the replicator. And then I will have enough to make Iridium. But I'm running out of recording time. I've got maybe an hour left if I'm lucky. So hopefully I'll be able to get this done. But if not, I'll make good headway in this episode and then catch up with you guys, or finish this in the next one. So I think I'm roughly running out of time to record, unfortunately, but I've made good progress. I have now made the pattern storage and the scanner. So I think if I put the scanner down there, the pattern storage down there, and then leave one more space open for the replicator, of which I have made this much. I'll show you. Made the MFE. Yeah, this stuff is really expensive, and I think I'm running out of time. But let's have a look at this. So this can scan something, and this can store something. So if we get out our Iridium shards, hopefully I don't mess this up, because we won't have enough to make another one. Oh, how do I make Iridium? Compressor. Yeah, of course. Let's stick that in here. Wait, let's make sure... Sorry, dumping. Let's just make sure whether we don't accidentally waste any of them, because we don't have that many. Some other guys on the server might have if we do mess up, so maybe we can borrow some or buy some from them. But let's see what happens. So this just should give us an Iridium ore. There we go. Looks all pretty. Oh, lag. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Oh, phew. So then if we put these... Oh, no, I don't want to scan the crystal memory. Okay, do I then put that in there? And then this in here? Potentially? Because I know that when this scans, it destroys the Iridium ore, so we really don't want to do that. But yeah, it also looks like it's going to take a while. So I think once this copies everything into the crystal memory, we can then put it in here, then put the mass fabricator next to it. Oh no, wait, the replicator will use the UU matter from the mass fabricator to create the item. Yeah, I think that's what it does. Oh my goodness, guys, this has been the largest rabbit hole I think I've ever gone down in any modded series ever. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh no! Oh, this guy just came out of nowhere. Oh my god! I was looking at this, watching the progress, turned around, and he was right there. Oh, if he'd blown up this little array we have here, I think I would have rage quit. Damn, we need some defenses. Right, so the scan has completed, and I can either delete it or save it. And I'm hoping that clicking save... Yes! Iridium ore. Oh, perfect. So now if we put this in the pattern storage... Import? Iridium ore. And then if we put the replicator there, it should be able to... If I take this out, what happens? Still got the pattern. The iridium ore's still in there. Okay. Okay, I think that's working as intended. I set up these fans, by the way. They're the chisel blocks, the giant fans. And I kind of like it. And, what's even better, is that it looks good from the outside. Definitely going to replace this with the yellow striped one, because the orange one just contrasts too much. But I do like the look of this. I think we've got something good going here. So we could put another fan. We could put one fan here. Maybe another fan the other side. Because they're they're quote unquote functional for the roleplay aspect. Because we do have all this, lava powered smelteries and machines here that's no doubt generating heat. So they are useful and they are needed. So yeah, I kind of like it. So if we have like one at every corner, I keep saying I'm very bad at building. And I kind of build and tear it down and build and tear it down until I find something that I like. And I think I finally found something that I like. So I know that this is flat. Ooh. Hello. Do you exist? No. Okay, the chisel's wigging out at me. No wait, not this one. Oh dear. This chisel is very buggy. Does that... What's just happening? What's happening? Ah! Getting on my factory blocks. Am I duplicating factory blocks? You're real, you're real. Whoa. Help! What's going on? Oh my god, what have I done? Okay, so that minus 20,000 thing was real. And we've now got 2.1k factory blocks. Do I dare do this again? No, take this out. Okay, are you real? Yes, you are real. Okay. But you're the small factory blocks, don't want that. I want the big ones. So let's try that one more time. Minus 2020... Oh, 23. Did it bug out again? Yep. Okay, that doesn't exist. Let's try it again. Maybe if I shift to that. Yeah, something weird. Something really weird's going on here. Do you not... You okay? Did I just then lose... Oh my god, what am I doing? Okay, just... Alright, now... Ugh. Oh no, but... Are you real? Is this the real world? Okay, you are real. But you have not placed... Oh god. That was not what I was expecting. Right, that was interesting. If I start... Okay, no. You always... No. How... Quit it, man! Stop making me look like an idiot. Right, that's the top right. But if I do it here, it's not. If I do it there, it's the top right. So... I think Chisel is bugged. Oh, yeah. 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 Yeah, it's bugged. It's bugged. So you know how I was, like, kind of joking and playing around with those minus 2000s? Yeah. They weren't invisible. I think maybe we should just try the regular one. Maybe that's not broken. And just, like, get rid of this thing. Like, destroy it. Let's put it... Can I put it in there? Sure. Okay, does this work? Okay, you've gone. If I take this out, it gives me 1. If I... No. Oh my god, this thing is the worst. This mod, man. Since upgrading to 1.10, this has just like broken everything. At least these things are working. Right. Totally lost my train of thought. So unfortunately I've definitely run out of recording time for now. Hopefully, well, definitely by the next episode I will have the matter fabricator setup working. I will have built the replicator, plonked it down there, extracted the CU matter from the mass fabricator, and started to make Iridium. The only downside to this thing is that it's a tremendous power hog. What am I doing? Extractor. So we're going to need to carefully monitor this because this thing was empty a minute ago because of this scanner replicator thing. Oh, scanner, I should say. So yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed. Sorry for like the segmented episode, and I keep saying yeah. I've run out of recording time and getting a bit flustered. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'd like to be very much appreciated if you have liked it. I should say thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next episode.